The outsourcing of jobs to non-BVI landers was discussed on Tuesday evening during JTV's live talk show Spotlight, where host Edu Enka and HLSCC lecturer Shawande Uhuru examined a recent situation in which outsourcing led to the termination of a number of local employees. The discussions sprung from a recent incident in which a trust company in the BVI was bought out by another firm, and Sri Lankan employees were brought in to train under BVI employees. However, it is said that the company began outsourcing work to Sri Lanka and laying off local employees.
It's very undignified to be put in a situation where you're training people who will actually be taking your job. And I'm sure many of the workers were, probably didn't even know whether they're being laid off or not. It was probably some big secret. And just to get the indication that you won't have a means of paying your rent and for, buying groceries and paying your bills must be a very insecure position to be in. My heart really goes out to the employees of that particular company that lost their jobs and are losing their jobs.
Reference was made to a recent statement by Minister for Labour Kedrick Pickering, where he said attention will be paid to the highly specialized in areas such as the medical field and financial services, and today's competitive market will see layoffs, some of which will be BVI landers. However, Uhuru argued that competitiveness is not an issue with local trust companies.
I was looking at a statement by the Honorable Kedrick Pickering, which was actually made before this information became public. And I found it very interesting that he seems to possibly make reference to this thing before it happens. And he says, "Madam Speaker, we are paying particular attention to the highly specialized in the medical field, financial services and the like, to ensure that commerce continues uninterrupted as much as possible. Firms have made and will continue to make decisions that ensure their survival, especially in this very competitive climate. Therefore, we can realistically expect that when a firm has to lay off workers, that some of those workers will be BVI landers," which seems to, in my opinion, sanction the action taken by these law firms, because, as the minister says,
trust companies.
These trust companies have to ensure their survival in a highly competitive economy. Now, I don't think anybody can really say that these trust companies in the Virgin Islands are struggling.
Speaking to the public sector, Uhuru recalled that once upon a time, BVI landers were guaranteed a secure government job. However, he pointed out that the economic situation has made such a guarantee impossible today.
We can see what's happening here in the Virgin Islands. Employment is a major concern. And why I said that the government hasn't really shown that much concern about employment is because perhaps we had the public sector there that was absorbing so many people. And anybody could have gotten a government job as long as you're a Virgin Islander. Parents would expect that you're going to give them a government job, the children a government job when they came out of high school or came out of college. Anytime you have somebody come home from college, they get a summer job. These are this type of expectations. But the situation of our government right now is, the recurrent revenue, the recurrent expenditure is such a large percentage of our budget. It's such a large percentage, just salaries alone, and it's unsustainable. The government cannot employ people as it used to.
Uhuru called upon government to be what he calls the social conscience of the society, ensuring that people are employed. He added that Virgin Islanders must become owners so they can sit on the decision-making table and not allow foreign investors to rob them of what belongs to them.